Hi, welcome to Sheree Weight Loss Journey. Gonna take a short daytime walk. The sun is out blazing already. And it's not even 11 o'clock. You ready for the walk, Snoopy? Okay, let's go. Um, yeah, I had to get up early today and tell myself to at least, put a little work in on my projects. Um, yeah. Uh, so I did. And then I did my lightweight exercises and then decided to get out here and put in a walk and do a video. I had my protein shake this morning. I had looked at the label on my protein shake and discovered that it didn't have fiber. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell? Right? And no problem. I'll just add fiber to the shake, which is what I started doing, is adding fiber to the protein mix shake that I drink. So I'm feeling pretty good, right? I can say I'm feeling a little bit sore. And I don't know, maybe it's even the soreness of, not feeling these. Good morning. Of not, feeling my muscles in so long that it's an unnatural feeling, and maybe I'm falsely identifying it as pain. Okay? So, yeah, I'll take that under consideration. And if it is, then you know what they say, no pain, no gain. Still trying to keep it moving. Trying to, think out the moves that I make with discernment. And convince myself that it's not always about taking the easy way out, but to make hard situations easier. Okay, there's a difference. It's so weird how so many people, don't even recognize, when it's time to take appropriate prevention. And I'll tell you, I've spent my whole life, you know, yo-yoing up and down in my weight, and feeling quite proud of myself that I was able to indulge in eating just about whatever I wanted, whenever I wanted, and as much as I wanted, and it not become a debilitating factor, right? Here's the outfit of the day. So, yeah. So even when I started this journey, right, and I was looking at myself, and I was like, oh, I'm 2X, right? My clothes are the size 2X. But when I look around me and I look at other people who are 2X, their body shape was a lot different than mine. Okay? So, they were round and plump and, bulging at the seams. I was block, right? I had, block. I wasn't round per se. I was rectangular. So my weight kind of deceived me. My eyes deceived me. Now the scale didn't deceive me. Me and the scale have not been friends for eons. Okay? Even when I buy a new scale, I hardly ever use it. Battery dies, and I'm like, oh good, the scale, it doesn't work anymore. Right? But, it really just helped me to be in denial, okay? It helped me say, I didn't know. But, even if I didn't know precisely, I did know, right? I used to keep, 3 sizes handy in my home, right? And you best believe, you got to be gaining like 15 to 20 pounds or more, just to up a size. Okay? So, if I'm swinging from size to size, that's great. Okay? As long as I stay within that margin. But sometimes that margin would skip a level, right? So instead of gaining the 15 and going to the next size, I would jump 2 sizes. And then I would have to, try to combat it with, trying to watch my weight and, exercising more, or giving up the sweets, or, stuff like that. But, in the back of my mind, I kept wishing, that it would be nice to be stable, right? I see people who have stabilized weight, they can buy clothes and they can keep the same clothes, you know, for years, right? And I had this conversation one time with somebody that said, they opt for a timeless fashion. And I was honest. I said, well, I don't really opt for the timeless fashion because, you know, I fluctuate in weight so much. Because the timeless styles are usually tailored, to your shape at that time. So, and it's expensive, right? Tailored clothes are expensive. So, it was better to just buy the cheap clothes, and that way, I wasn't just reckless, financially. Okay? Kind of like what I was talking about when I was, talking about the shoes, right? Um, so, yeah. So say, you know, I'm a I'm a 12, right? Size 12. It is a nice size, right? Wish I could have stayed that size. But, you know, on the days when, I wanted to feel super fine, you know, a 10 is nice, right? For my height, I'm 5'9", a size 10 is good, right? However, a size 14 is putting more strain on your heart, okay? Because if you're a big body, such as a tall person or a person with big bones, right? Your heart, has to work harder, right? And then when you put on extra weight, your heart has to work even harder. And that's something that I remember hearing in the weight loss community where, yo-yo dieting is bad for your heart because when you go down and your heart acclimates to your lower weight, if you gain too much weight back too fast, your heart just will probably become damaged, trying to work an accelerated weight gain, work too hard. So it made a lot of sense to me. I've always been a slow eater, right? Mostly everybody, you know, around me and in my family, I couldn't believe how fast they ate. They ate really fast, you know, and sometimes, you know, it just appeared as if they would chomp, chomp, swallow. I'm like, what? Chomp, chomp, swallow? Does that work? And, whereas myself, I know I'm getting at least a minimum of 10 chews. Okay? And, in my book, that's good, okay? But typically, I chew from like 10 to 20 chews before I swallow. So, yeah. I keep having to remind myself that it's not the destination, right? Where you have to just get there real quick. That's why it won't be beneficial to just, try to, you know, go on a fast and get there. But it's the journey, right? It's learning how to moderate yourself. It's having the discipline to understand that that's self-love, right? The eating is self-care, but to know what your body needs for efficiency is self-love, okay? Now, now that I had, got up early and worked on some projects, I didn't feel bad about not being able to, do more purging. Okay? Yesterday, I definitely was, a little disappointed that I hadn't, purged, because today's trash pickup day. Okay? And as you can see, even when I have dialogue onto this video, it's therapeutic for me also. But these are the type of things that go through my mind. And I know, at one time, I was saying to myself, well, yeah, everybody goes through this. Everybody. Right? But not everybody does. Right? Especially when, say they suffer a loss, or, you're disappointed. Right? A loss can mean you didn't get the job that you want. A loss could mean kind of like what happened to me. I lost time because I rested during the hot heat and did not, purge items that I felt like I could have or should have, placed curbside. Okay, see, that was the trash pickup. Our area, it has the benefit of both garbage and bulk pickup, so you don't really have to, haul it off to the city dump yourself. Now, there are some things that, they won't pick up. and you know, such as combustibles, flammables, you know, stuff like that. But usually the way, you know, our society kind of conditioned us is, you know, when we're feeling down, right? Whether it's because of a loss, right? We didn't get the relationship we want, or we lost the relationship we had, or we didn't achieve the weight loss that we wanted. You know, a lot of times, you know, people, not only do they give up, but they compound the problem and exasperate the problem with some kind of vice, some kind of bad habit. Right? It starts out as a vice, and if it soothes you even for a moment, then you think that this is a tool that you can go to, and then it becomes a vice. Okay? I'm totally guilty of that. Totally. Right? You know, in my old age, I can't even tell you how many things, you know, I latched onto rather than processing my feelings. But, you know, I never was the one to shun, you know, therapy, psychiatry. No, I didn't shun that, because if there's something that you don't see yourself and you had the confidence that someone else can see you, then you can utilize that advice. Okay? Now, where I have problems is when you have people around you that, you know, they try to direct you, right? And it's like, yeah, you know, your directions, your instructions is all, I'm sure, should be in good intentions, right? But, you know, nobody likes to be told what to do, right? Nobody wants to have somebody gloat over them that they assisted you and that you owe them, right? Yeah. So that's a big problem here in America, because we're a capitalist society, and you know, the capitalism can reach, you know, all levels and factors across the board, and capitalizing off of others. So anyway, you can see that also when you'll see a lot of times, even in charity situations, right? People, they're doing a charity work, and in this charity work, they want to get rich. Anyway, that's all I have for right now. Whew. All that breathing feels good, but it's hot, and the sweat is running down my face, and I'm glad I'm home. Thank you for watching Cherie's Weight Loss Journey. Bye.